What's going on, guys? The reaction in Serious King 2005 here, and today I'm going to be reacting to a special episode of Thomas and Friends, and it's going to be called Thomas and Friends 4D Bubbling Boilers. See, I kind of forgot to react to this when I was reacting to, seasons 20 and 19, but after all this, I decided to react to it because why not? To get this crappy 2D reboot out of my head, which we don't need to worry about that. A lot of people are complaining about the trailer that came out on Wednesday, but the episodes haven't even been released yet, so we're not so sure about it yet. But all we're concerned is about is that it's bad, and yeah. And this is the first cinematic episode to be released. Not counting the specials, but a cinematic episode, which is a 4D one. Imagine if there was a 3D experience of Thomas, or a 5D, which I doubt there is, because, the show's not going to be in CGI anymore, because obvious reasons. So, yeah. So, without further ado, guys, let's begin. Here we go.
Bubbling boilers.
The intro starts very nice.
This is the island of Sodor, home to the Fat Controller's Northwestern Railway and his famous engines.
And this was released back in 2016. Here's Gordon going through the mainland. Or maybe he's coming back from the mainland.
One of the most important places on Sodor is Brendam Docks.
Oh, I love the scenery in Brendam Docks.
And load heavy cargo and goods
very good.
That are delivered
we wouldn't have seen that in the classic series or the original models. I'm really glad they did that.
I nearly hit you.
The CGI has really done a lot of good stuff into it.
Especially in a busy place like Brendam Docks.
Yeah. Here's Mr. Number One engine.
Frankie! Hello, Thomas. I take it you come to collect this celebration cargo for the surprise party.
Well, I've been...
Yes, they have.
Stuart, how can I work with you jumping up and down on my crane arm?
That's pretty
Settle
funny.
down.
And this is the debut for Cranky Seagull Fred Stewart,
marvellous.
which is his
Another
only
party
appearance.
I won't be able to go to. Not that I'm ever invited.
But I don't...
You engines think you're so important. Maybe, just once, the Fat Controller will think I'm really useful. I mean, it's not my fault I'm stuck in one place all the time.
Yeah, true.
He's still banging on. Trust me, I think he just wants a little attention.
What about Big Mickey?
Stuart, Brendam Docks is no place to mess around. Watch out!
Uh-oh.
Oops!
And speaking of which, this is the first Thomas production to be composed by Chris
But I must get
Renshaw,
this celebration cargo delivered, and I'm already late.
which he does a really good job.
I think
And sadly, he's not
right,
going to be
Thomas.
composing
That
anymore.
liquid looks oily
And
to
we're going to
me.
have a
Then
different
I'll go to
composer
the
from
wash
season
down on the
25.
way. I don't have time to wait.
Well, I think you should listen to their advice,
Dumpsters
Thomas.
today, Frankie.
Because you're going to end up into trouble.
Thomas
Is it just me, or is there any Sharon Miller writing in
with
this?
the heavy celebration cargo, but the oily liquid made his wheels very slippery.
Whoa!
And whoever comes
Maybe
down
I
this
should
time
have gone to
will
the
get
wash down
derailed.
first. How strange!
That's kind of silly and a bit unrealistic, but in a good way. I don't really mind this that much. Even though it's unrealistic, but I don't really care. Uh-oh.
Bubbling boilers! I can't stop! Look out, Emily!
Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh!
Thomas can't stop. That scene kind of reminds me of Hero of the Rails a bit. And this is the first time since King of the Railway we actually seen the mine. But it gets better. This is the first time that we actually see the full mine. Which, that's very cool. This does actually feel like that you're in a Thomas the Tank Engine ride. I mean, some people may not like it, but I kind of find this a bit enjoyable. And the freight cars are moving by themselves, which is unrealistic. But again, it's just a ride, it's not that much of a big deal. If I actually would have went there, then I would probably get splashed. Well, I wish I was. I don't know if it's still playing, even though it's like nearly 5 years old. But I think it is. I don't know. I can hear a bit of classic music. Yep. We have a few remixes of classic episodes. Some more mine trucks moving. Ooh. Whoa. A waterfall through the rails. That's a bit unrealistic.
Oh, if only I'd listened. Now the celebration cargo won't be delivered at all. I don't even know where I am. And neither does anyone else. Oh.
Your driver and fireman are there.
Harold!
That's not Harold.
Stuart!
How do you know it's Stuart? It could be any seagull. Well, it may be Stuart.
Wait! Come back! Don't leave me!
He's probably gonna go back and get Harold. An hour later.
A little while later, Harold.
How long has Thomas been sitting there?
Along with Rocky
Probably
and
an
Denny.
hour or so.
They had come to help get Thomas back on the track. Harold landed nearby, and out stepped the fat
And this episode
controller
brings back
and
Mr. Bubbles,
the
which
clown.
we haven't seen him since the Miller era.
You came to rescue
Which
me.
his personality
course,
did
Thomas.
change.
When I heard where you were, I came straight away. Are you all right?
He became
Think
a
so? But
comedic
how did you
clown
find me
now,
so quickly, sir?
instead of just being an annoying
Thank
one.
you alerted us, Thomas.
And I really like the
Someone
scene when he's
called
copying the
Stuart
Fat
told me.
Controller, which is something we've never seen
He
before.
also told me that he dropped some oily liquid on you. It seems the liquid was part of Mr. Bubbles' surprise celebrations, Thomas.
Imagine if he did that to a few other people.
Yes, the
And his
bubbles.
hair is a lot
When I
longer
left
now
the
than the
dock,
last time we
sir,
saw it,
I started to
which
pump
really
bubbles
suits him.
from my funnel.
Thomas, you have given me an amazing
And his shoes are
idea
more bigger
that'll
now.
make the surprise celebration the bubbliest ever.
Sir, can I go to the docks now and thank Cranky before the celebration?
I've got a better idea, Thomas.
What is
we'll
it?
have the celebration at the docks so that we can all thank Cranky for his hard work.
What about Salty, Porter, and
The
Big
Fat
Mickey?
Controller sent workers to clean and brighten up the docks, and messages were delivered to ensure everyone knew about the change in venue. Everyone, of course, except for Cranky. Hi!
Here's a
what's going
remix
on
for
down
the
there?
Hero of the Rails theme, which is pretty cool,
Everything was
if you
ready
ask
for
me.
the party to begin. Brendam Docks had never looked
It's so colourful.
Oh, really?
Welcome to the party, everyone. We are gathered here to pay tribute to the outstanding work that's carried out by everyone here at Brendam Docks. And in particular, Cranky.
Well, thank you, thank you.
Party started
That's enough.
is Mr. Bubbles.
And he's being pulled by Stephen for some reason. Which I don't have a problem with Stephen pulling him. It's pretty cool that they actually include him.
Party, Cranky.
Oh, it's the best party ever, Thomas. Thank you so much for inviting me.
I
Well,
had
don't
to
mention
find
it.
some way of thanking you and Stuart for helping me.
And what about everyone else at the docks, like Salty Porter and Big Mickey?
You're welcome.
Oh wait, Big Mickey was faithful at the time, so they wouldn't really care anyway.
Bubbling.
So yeah, that was my reaction to Bubbling Boilers. So what do I think of this episode? I actually really like this episode a lot. Yeah, maybe a bit unrealistic at times, but I actually really find this a bit funny as well. When Mr. Bubbles was copying Sir Tom, that was pretty funny. And yeah. And this is probably his only speaking role since, I don't know, maybe season 14 or 15. I really don't know. I haven't watched the Sharon Miller era that much, so I don't really know. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So yeah, and if you want me to react to the Thomas and Friends movies, then you're free to do so. I can react to any Thomas content from now on. Anything. And if you want me to react to Thomas's magical birthday wishes, you shall, and other Thomas shorts. So yeah. So yeah, that's all I have to say for now. So yeah. That's all for this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends and have a great day. Bye!